All right, hello everybody. We're coming in here to do the turn one of the short aircraft industry focus campaign. I'm going through and play testing slash critiquing my vassal creation here. Um, you'll see some changes if you watch the first videos. I've added the outline, added some target indicators so we can see what we got without having to look at each card and trying to come back down here and pinpoint everything. Um, we are using all options. I've used up 144 SO points because all the options I had allowed me 146. We have two full wings at 4 planes each. Got lucky and drew the nice B29A. Um, that's going to be a huge in this campaign with this target way over here. I've got one, two, three, four. I've only got two at this point. Two planes, I believe, that can reach it, and they're both in this group. So it'd be worthless to send anybody else along. So that group also has the H2X radar, so wherever they go, they can. And yes, there are two of those, so I will make a stack of them. Um, Tech, U.S. Tech, I will make a deck for. And the other thing I wanted to do was limit pieces counts on. You know what? I might put. No, I don't want recon available because this is where I start getting. You got to purchase the tech. I don't necessarily want to make it available until you buy it, and I guess leaving it up in the piece palette makes that doable. But on the other hand, you can drag as many as you want down. So I like limiting the pieces as if you were using your counters from that you bought from DVG. So I've got a dilemma. What I may do is just bring and put the tech counters down here, and maybe also the recon, because you should only ever have two recons in play. Let's see, anything else that I wanted to do that with. Just want to be careful not to pull too many of them. And yes, I want to make the leaders a deck so that they're sortable. I mean, they're random, which will be interesting because I got to figure out if I can put them in a deck and still automatically account for these guys here. I may not. I don't know. I may not do that. I'm really tossing this one around because I like it. Just putting them on and dropping them off of the cards. They're too big to keep on there all the time, or I'd put a layer on, and it just kind of blocks up too much of the picture. And if I put a layer on, I can't really have them flip, and there's just a lot of things I like to do. I guess if I could, there's a lot of work to it. I'm not a big programmer. I'm learning all this stuff, so we'll see how it goes. Right now, I'm going to keep it simple, as some of the other Vassal modules you can purchase from DVG. Hopefully, this one will be playable, and if I get the bells and whistles, then we'll add those in um, as I go, and we'll have them send out updates from time to time. But we just would really like to see. There's a lot of interest in B17. I love the game. I would like to see it out there available in the Vassal module. I think DVG could benefit from that as well as other people. So Me, like me, I don't have much table space, so it's almost imperative that I have Vassal. Anyway, enough of that. Probably waste half my video doing that. Um, first off, we get there are no U-boats in this campaign so far, and no, we're not going to get any because he will not get replaced. We received the weekly SO points, which in this campaign are 22. Very nice. So we're going to put 22 in here, and that gives us, oops, I put it in the used column. It gives me 24 to start out with. I think right off the bat, as it's important that we do some things, I'm going to spend some points. I'm going to flip over one of my. Oh, that's not. Oh, I didn't put the thing in there. If you, right now, I've got to Control F them. I keep forgetting to put flip in there. I'm going to flip over one of my recons for 4 more points. Let's do it with this one too. Flip him over. That's 8 points spent. And then I think I'm going to get one more H2X because there are two pieces in the counter. Oops, I lost him. What happened to my H2X? I'll find him later, I'm sure. You know what? Just undo. Undo till it shows up. There we go. Sometimes that don't work. There we go again. Exact same thing. I thought I put them do not stack, but apparently not. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just get this guy. Yeah, that's not working. So I gotta put them do not stack. They're snap into the grid I have. Um, so what we're going to do with them, being as they're going to give me an issue, and I'm not going to be able to play somewhere I want. We'll just stick them. I'm going to clone that and stick one with each plane. Doesn't necessarily mean it's with that plane. It just means that they have the H2X. So that's 3 points there plus the 8 I spent over there. So we've used up 11 over 24 points right off the bat. 13 left to use for 2 missions in the first week. And now we can get ready to go. Recon missions. And yes, we're going to do. I found that I was playing this wrong. I was resetting everything to low intel after the first, after each week, and that doesn't happen. Once you get intel on a target, it stays there, which makes sense. So I will adjust my ways. Targets. Right now, we're wide open to here. So I think I might want to start working on my 1 and 2 targets. So I am going to recon target 1 first. And I think I'm also going to recon 7 or 9 and try and get some of that stuff out of the way. Alright, so with that being said, let's get up here and do some intel. Oh, not there. They're on the piece. I am still learning the game, so I will fumble around sometimes. Let's get a little bit closer. The artwork does look pretty decent on this. I like the way it turned out. For just a home scanner, it's not horrible, not bad at all. Nice and clear. Maybe a little wobble to it, but not bad. So what am I doing here? We're doing recon. We're going to roll for the first target. This is airfield in Abbeville, France. We get a 1, and it is good to see that my dice do not let me down. All right, and he will go back down here. We will roll for our second, which is the most important when our long range target, and we're going to roll for a 6, and that gives us a medium intel. So we've got a decent start on that one. Okay. You know what I'm going to add? I'm going to add maybe that move to target menu to the recons, just to make that easier. All right. So we have a medium intel on one and nothing on anything else. So we get to choose targets to bomb with. So wing 2 is going to go after that one. Wing 1, it would be pure suicide, I think, to go straight for that one. And if I go to anything but one of these targets right here, I can't take all 4 bombers. That's alright though. We can do this. We can do this. Let's take a chance on a poor roll. And we're going to go for 7 or 9. X11, 7 or 9. Let's go for, the extra bandits one. You know what? That card also, I have a little bell and whistle for that one too. There. That'll remind me that oops. We'll do that later. That'll remind me that, and actually if I do a layer bandits on target. This is why I keep getting asked if I'm ready to put this out for sale. It's not my decision to do anyway. That'll be DVG's decision, but I haven't even offered it up yet because I just see so many things I don't like yet, or things I think I can make better. I'll know when I play a campaign it's smooth. I'll know. I put several of these out, so you just reach a point where all of a sudden, okay, I got that, I got this, I got that. Especially one this intricate, there's a lot of moving pieces, and trying to pull it all together is interesting. So I'll not worry about that bandit until later. We will make him. We'll layer them on the cards so they stay with the cards, kind of like I did with the damage. All right, so recon's done. We're going to go for, I think, you might as well go for the massive bandits right away and try to thin out the herd some. Why I have fighters that can do something about it. If the fighters start taking a beating, we're in trouble. Alright, so that's going to be what we got. And I'm going to go real quick, fill out my, that's target 9, so all 4 of my fighters can go to that. I mean, all 4 of my bombers can go to that one. And that is AFO3. And that'll be the first mission of the day, or the week. keep thinking like Corsair Leader or one of the many other ones. And we're going to bring in, this one could prove to be a very nasty range +2, air to air -1, air to air. I believe that sucks. I'm going to bring in the 78th on this one. Alright, so let's select them all. Feigl weight +2, formation +2. So let's see who has. It's definitely looking like we're going to throw it on him, but why waste it? Why waste it? They all got a 6+ formation. I could actually put the weight +2 on Jolly Roger and stand a chance of getting more hits. So let's do that. And that's Memphis Bell's got to be my lead bomber because they have the not necessarily. It stays with the group. Stays with the group that purchased it. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and throw that on Jolly Roger too. So he'll be my. Let's move them down there. He'll be my lead group. All right, so let's. That didn't work well. Okay, Feigl's gonna be my lead. Remember to select everything, Greg. Okay. Actually, I want my chin turrets up front. Ray is a -2 XP a level, so Memphis Belle can come up if they destroy the target. That'll be nice. Alright. Alright. Feigl. We'll go there. H2X radar. Oh boy. That's going to drive me absolutely nuts. It's snapping to the grid. I can't put that where I want it. That's going to drive me nuts. Let's put it down below there and hopefully don't forget it. Alright. I might just. Now let's see if I put that as a layer. It got to go on every plane just because you never know who's going to purchase it. I'm going to keep that separate. I like to dock them with the plane, but we'll forgo that. Now let's get the 78th over here. And they will be my fighter. Get all my bombers out. Alright, this is my order. I'm going to bring them in high. And there's my bomber set up. Okay. So we're going after. Let's get that to the UK base. Target 9. AF03. Yes, we'll send to current target. And we have light damage, low intel there, so we've got a light intel, so we've got to roll. and we roll a one, no penalty. We got extremely lucky because I've had some of the horrible ones. So we got extremely lucky. We got low intel today. We're not going to pay the price. Oh, I skipped things. Determine weather and zones. Most important. I've got to watch my sequence of play. I get excited. In England, +1, 7, cloudy, partly cloudy. In zone 1, 3, partly cloudy, good. That's where these guys are going. Zone 2, 2, mostly cloudy, but we don't have anything going there. All right, and zone 3, this one's kind of important, but we do have the H2. Do we have the H2X? Yes, we bought an extra H2X. Yes, we did. Confusing myself. 9, we got a clear, nice, crystal clear. That will work. That's going to make that so much nicer going in there. All right. All right. Determined weather. Select targets to attack. We've done that already. Get back to myself. Delay mission execution. Not a chance. Assign groups to each mission. Done that. This group, because we have a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, is going to be short. So what I think I'm going to do, assign groups to do diversion. I might put a diversion in there. Diversion missing. Diversions, you don't get experience. You only can do one a month. Or I could just let them sit. I hate letting them sit because I got them there for a reason. But we do got to start putting damage on that thing. This is where I probably need to make another wing. And just let these two travel on their own to deep. And I think next turn I'll just buy an extra fighter and have a 3 wing and a 2 wing. And have 3 complete wings. Um, I gotta make sure I can do that. Wings. Bear with me. Like I said, I'm still learning the game, so. Wings. Bomber wings. Bomber wings are organized, groups are organized into bomber wings, where a wing typically contains 3 bomber groups. Receive a bonus of 10 SO points in for that. Assigning groups to bomber wings. Assign 2 to 4 bomber groups. Default of 3 unless extra groups to a bomber wing. All bomber groups in a bomber wing must attack the same target unless a group is assigned to an ASW mission or diversion. Um, that's it. Doesn't say we can't move them around. Um, all bomber groups in a wing. Doesn't say we can't reassign. What I would do is draw a plane, move these 2 to start a new one, and these would be my long range wing. Yeah, we're going to do that. I hope that's in the scope of play, but that's what I'm going to do. It's part of me not understanding things very well until I start to play it, and then I realize, oh yeah, I didn't think about that one. It's not going to make a difference. I'll still get a free commander. You know what? I'm just going to take the hit and do it now. Problem with 3 groups is you can only fly 2 missions. Oh boy. You can only fly 2. I'm going to leave them together. Screw it. I'm going to leave them together. You can only fly 2 missions a week. So if you have 3 groups, one group sits. So I'm going to wait until we get buried and don't have we start getting a lot of casualties, and then don't worry about 3 groups. I can set one. All right. Enough screwing around, Greg. Let's get this underway. We are looking at the diversion mission. I don't know much about diversion missions. I never used one, but this might be a good. I think that gives a minus two to the bandit draw for that, or the response for that. Assign groups of bomber wage or diversion. Okay. Placed on a bomber group that is flying a diversion mission. Assign group to diversion. Diversion mission. You can assign one bomber group to a diversion mission each week. The diversion mission is associated with one of the primary missions and reduces the Luftwaffe response roll for that mission by 2. Place a diversion counter on the designated bomber group. Note on the player log that the group flew a diversion mission. The bomber group does not earn XPs and does not receive replacement points as a rested group, but that doesn't matter because he doesn't need them right now. Choose a bomber group that is not assigned to the mission. The diversion bomber group does not count against your target's group maximum. Each bomber group can only fly a diversion once per month. Now is a perfect opportunity to do that, and we are in the assigned group to diversion. So we can only fly 2 on that run. I'm going to take and fly. Watch, this one's not going to stack either. Parts diversion. I know it's in here somewhere. If not, that's something else I put on my list. It's not there. Or I called it something else. Very nice, Greg. All right, we're going to have to do that. Diversion. Make diversion. So, for the time being, I'm going to have to put it on my log sheet because I will not use it much. This is why I play test everything. Somebody else may have a tactic and they will need that. I'm going to put the doesn't matter. Let's put the 92nd on the diversion. So I'm going to put div. I'll show you this as soon as I get done it. On the second, wrong one. This on the target 2. He'll diversion for the second mission, and 499th and the 93rd we'll be going to visit our friends in Regensburg, AC 28. All right, and they're not going to fly. And they are. I'll pause this a second. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I guess we're ready. Armed bombers. This is going to be a Bandits 2. I forgot to put that in there. Move him off to the side a little bit. Bandits marker. Oh, doesn't want to stack, so we'll put that up here. Alright, so we're going to roll 2 extra bandits when we get there. And actually, I think I'll move that over to there. this is target 9. Okay. Yeah, we'll put that there so we remember to draw two extra chits. All right, so we're coming in here. We want to spare as many as we can. I'm going to load up good munitions on my next run. 13 SO points left. We are going up against an airfield which is susceptible to the M30, so I will just go ahead and load up on those. So we get 3 for the Jolly Roger. He actually gets weight plus 2, so he gets 4. And he gets 3. And the only thing comes in is if I run out of counters, then I'm gonna have to do something else. Okay, he gets 2. And he gets 3. And that is all we've got of them. So we've got choices of spending a little bit of money. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to put the 3 over here. And we'll spend a little bit of money and give him, you know what, let's just give him an M34. I don't think any other, no, none of those other bombs are ready. The 44 is, but that'll leave us in a conundrum because I don't have quite enough. Yeah, we'll go with what we got right there. Don't overthink things. Purchase equipment. We already have the H2X radar. Place commander tactics counters. He has none. Feigl. Ray has evasion. All right. On second thought, I usually run him up towards the front, but I put the chin turrets up there. It's all right. We'll learn from our mistakes. Set up display with mission counter. This is all gone to zone 11. The target is going to right there. And we don't need any flight path because it's right there. Roll for Luftwaffe response. Luftwaffe response is 0 here. 0 here. So we're going to roll a die 10. 2. That's poor. Couldn't ask for anything better. So all we're going to have to worry about is 3 bandits right here. Draw target bound event card. This is where things usually start getting interesting for me. Combined bomber operations. Add 3 damage points to the target. Why certainty? And we will discard that. The damage, I made a place marker, so the damage follows the card around. The problem with that is you got no control over that piece. So that's a compromise way you do things. All right. Okay. So we got 3 points of damage on already. 10 more to go. We got good munitions. We might be able to flatten this one and put a hurting on some of this stuff right here. Move mission counter towards target. Boom. We're there. Perform formation check if dispersed. Not. Luftwaffe interception. Oh yes, this was also partly cloudy, so there's no change. I keep forgetting to look at the weather. We have Luftwaffe squadron interception. We got to draw 2 extra bandits and that 1, so they're all going to be on their black side. No bandit, a black Focke-Wulf, and a BF. Not bad. And he can roll. I'm going to just do this to stay in rules and remember things. He rolls a 1, so he can't choose his bandits, but from the right, they go in there. And you know what? I do got to double check that because I know in sweep the no bandits are a part of things, but I don't know. I don't remember now if that includes fighter escort sweep. Fighter escort. Roll 3 plus, step 5, high. Fighter escorts to a high. Can ignore out of the sun tactic. He doesn't have any tactics. Has the F plus 4, but our commander does not. And I gotta look at dispersed too. I've never used dispersed. I think I'd remember this. You know what? There's a good example in Draw Bandit counters. There we go. Here it is. Bandit placement. Fighter escort. Fighter escort. The fighter group can intercept the number of aircraft bandits based on the escort's losses. We can do 2. We cannot choose them. If you can't choose, remove the no bandit counters. Okay, we've done that. And then randomly assign the flak counters to bombers and then pick the bandit aircraft remaining from right to left. So yes, we were correct in doing that. Just wanted to make double sure. All right. And we are slow. Everybody is slow. So the bandits will go first. And there's no modifiers on that. He has a 1 durability, so yes, there is a modifier -1. The F plus 4 doesn't count because the commander doesn't have it. So let's zoom in a little bit. We'll get a little better look at the pieces. And the Focke-Wulf 190 rolls. Up. And he's going to roll 1 die. And that's a 5. -1 for durability, and that's a miss. And the bandit BF-110 gets a crack at him. He's going to roll -1 also. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons here. 8. -1 is a 7. So we get near misses on both of them, and it is now the escort's turn to fire back. He is a +3. So he needs a 7 or better. Make that an 8 or better because he has a +1 rate. So we need an 8 or better to take him out. We got roll a 1. Good to see my dice are there. Against him, we need a 7 or a 6 or better because he has a -1. And we roll an 8, so at least we got the BF-110 out of the way. We're going to go down and advance the disrupted counter. And we're going to go give the 78th an experience point. All right. Round 2. That was first round. Second round, he still gets an attack because they were in the First range, he comes in firing, -1. 5 again, another near miss. And we fire back needing an 8. And we miss again. So he flies off into the sunset and leaves that wide open for us. And I will just delete that now. We don't need it. And this flips over and goes to the one side. All right. That, my friends, is the bandit intercept. Now, we resolved that. We adjusted squadron replenishment. Fighter group returns to base if applicable. No, it's not. Mission over target. No previous damage. And now we're going to resolve flak attacks. So his flak is 1 roll. Needs 6, 9, or 10. We have 0 modifiers from our esteemed low intelligence, and partly cloudy, so we have no modifiers from the weather. So we're just going to be rolling straight up unless they have a modifier from either their commanders, which none do, or they have durability. So first into the fray. Oh, I forgot the H2X radar. That's -2 response. It doesn't matter, we're poor. I gotta remember that. I've never used it before, and I have to remember the modifications. So I want to make myself a note so I remember it. H2X removes the -2 air to ground modifier from the mostly cloudy. That's the big one. H2X -2 air to ground modifier doesn't apply, and there is a -2 Luftwaffe response modifier, because you get the -2 from the mostly cloudy anyway, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So it removes that -2. So that's all it does. And that's good. It remains in the bomb group that purchased it, so that'll always stay with the Jolly Roger, and they must be the lead bomb group. Okay, that's good. I got that one right. And it's a non-factor in this because we have clear weather. So we're going in to face the music here. The 355th or 335th, 385th. Eyes are getting bad. 385th. Let's go in a little bit closer. We're rolling 6, 9, or 10, and he has a -1. So he rolls a 5. That's a 4. That's a miss. It is his turn to return the favor. We're going to bring our bombs in. And because I like drama, not really, but we're going to go ahead and drop. Let's see, he is a +1. He gets no modifiers from there, no modifiers from the target, so we got a +1 so far. Nothing from the weather, nothing from the recon, so he's going to get a +1. Let's do our big boy first. The Mark 34 with a +1. We drop and we roll 1. Wasted 3 points. I'm used to that though. Now we're going to add 3 on this die roll. That's a 9, 10, 11, so we're going to get 2 hits on that one. And then we're going to add 3 on this die roll. 9, 10, 11. So that's also going to be actually 12. That's also going to be 2 hits. So he came through, causing 4 damage. And I like to put that on the sheet under bombers so I know who's performing and who's not. 385th gets 4. And I like to put like a K or something in there if they kill somebody too. And I didn't do that from a bomber. I'm in my fighter. So, okay. That brings up blind date. Blind date has durability of 1, so they're going to roll for flak and a -1. That's a 1. That's not going to hurt anybody. They also are going to bring out their bombs and open the bomb doors. Bombs away. Here we go. He is a -1. We have no modifier for anything else, so it's going to be a -1 +1. +2, so we're going to have a +1 modifier on all 3 rolls. First roll, 8, 9. That gives me 1 hit. Second roll, 4. Not going to be a hit. That'll be a miss. Third roll, 4. Another miss. So they got 1 damage. Good thing we got them 3 extra ones in the beginning. And that came off of the 388th. So they got 1 whole damage in their favor. Alright. Okay. Into the fray comes our mini bomber, the B25C. He has no durability rating, so he's going to roll straight up for the flak. 6, 9, or 10. 2. That's a miss also. We are getting extremely lucky on the flak rolls. And he is a -1. So we're going to roll both of these at a +1 modifier. 10, 11, we'll give him 2 hits. Small but deadly. He did more damage already than the 388th did. And +1, 7, 8. So he'll get 3 complete. Oops, undo. I forgot. Whenever I got 10, I got to place my 10 plus and then increase the damage. Now we increase the damage. It's 11. So 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. So 321st got 3. I do want to clear that out. I got to see. I'm sure there's a way to program that in to click that 10 in when I hit that level. I got to see how to do that. Like I said, I'm not a programmer, so I got to learn. So far, not a single plane has whiffed, and I've probably just given our last group a knock on wood situation. They have a durability of 1, so they're going to roll for flak at a -1. At 7, 6, they will take the first damage of the campaign due to flak. Should have used the it's not worth it though. The evasion would cost you a -1 for 1 damage. It's just not worth it. He's a +0, so we're going to roll +2 on all of these. 8, 9, 10, 2 hits for him. And we just destroyed this target. Very, very nice. We got to go through with everything, but we just destroyed the target. So that was 2 damage right off the bat. Second die roll, +2. 3 for 5, that's a miss. Probably a good thing. And 5, 6, 7, another miss. So we barely destroyed the target, and he got 2. So that's nice. I like that. Very well done, guys. Very well done. Alright, back that back out a little bit. Go back to my sequence of play. Draw homebound event card. Yes, I stumble around a little bit. I gotta remember how to do things and what's next. Smooth weather. All bomb groups automatically pass all formation checks. 2 very beneficial cards. First mission is making me let my guard down. Move mission counter towards base, and we are home. So now we can reset this. Then back the way they belong. We go up to mission debriefing now. Determine final target damage status. The target is destroyed. So we get 4 victory points right off the bat. And that's a nice one to get out of the way. Reset all damage. I forgot to do that too. That's got a reset all damage, and I can make a flag on that too, that when I send to the deck all that comes off. I got to do all that. Done with that one. And that was target 9, so we can move target 9 back up to where it belongs. Okay. Record XPs and BPs. So everybody involved in the mission gets 2 victory points. 2 experience points. And that's actually 3 for him, because he shot somebody down, and all the rest of them get 2. And Ray gives up 2 less, so the 91st right away gets a promotion to skilled 7. And that'll wipe out his promotion XP. So he will be a 0 plus 3 air to air, and decent range. It's not what I'd like to see in a skilled group, but let's just get rid of that. We don't want that falling around. Flag will stay there. Let's take our group, select it all. Yeah, we'll leave that right there like that. And take them back up to the docking area. And yes, I will eventually automate this, but I'm trying to avoid that. I spent one whole day working on automation and getting frustrated, and I think I'm just going to wait until I release this to DBG to start working on it, and then whenever I get that done, I'll send out a modification. That way we're not playing around. Okay. Record group status, promotions done. Aircraft factory, we did destroy that. I put all the discard decks down here to keep them out of the way. That was an airfield, not an aircraft factory, so we actually moved the aircraft 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are going to remove a Luftwaffe counter and then move that back to 0. And because the target was in 11, we will remove this one. And I don't have a return to deck on them, so I gotta put a return to deck on them. Luftwaffe. All right. Nobody else gets promoted. No. Okay, back to my sequence. Repeat pre-flight for the next one. So we're going to move the arrow back over. We're going to bring down our 2 bombers. And he will definitely fly with him, because I need him to be a big part of this mission. We're flying deep into enemy territory. I want max efficiency. Alright. Put him back. Yes, I will automate all this somewhere along the line, but for right now, I'm just happy to have a workable game, and I don't have to have stuff piled all over the place, because my playing desk is very crowded, so I have paper boxes and everything else. Alright, that's our bomber set up. And we will bring in our fighter cover at the same time. Alright, the other thing I like to do is we just keep these guys over here because we're going to use them all the time. I just put that on there. I'd like to do like a return to base or whatever button, but that's not happening right now, not until I get things figured out as to how that's done. For right now, it's just nice having the having the pieces where you can get them easy. Alright, and don't have to go looking through a counter mix or anything to find them. Alright, and our escort will be high again. And there's our bomber set up. Okay, so that's ready. Armed bombers. Did I remember to put my 3 points on last time? I do not believe I did. Nope. I still have 11 points used, and that was what we used to purchase our better recon. 14. So we only have 10 points left for this mission. We have 10 there. So, but we have 10 points. That's good news. This is going to be send a target intel. Let's return him. Actually, I don't want to return him. I just want to pull him over there right now. We're going to return, send him to the UK base, and we're going to make this current target. All right. Reserve -2. We're not going to use that because we don't have a reserve. This is DUC target. Didn't realize that, but that's distinguished unit citation. So we get 5 extra XP if we for the lead bomber if we take this out, and that DUC stays with them. That's something I'm probably going to have to place a selectable layer on and let yeah, choose that if you ever get a DUC selectable layer. Okay, I probably won't be able to read that later. Now I'm in a hurry. We need 15 damage on this, and it is incendiary, so we will take along probably 2 incendiaries because I'd like to make sure we get a hit with that. So right off the bat, we're going to go ahead and take 2 of them. That's you get 10 more location points. This wouldn't be a bad idea to use. Let's see, he has 10 more. Let's do this. We're going to put that's 4, 5, 6, 7. And we got 3 more points to use up, so we're going to give him 4. That's his 3 points, and then we'll just use a couple of El Cheapos. You know what? Let's be smart about this and put an incendiary here and an M30 over here, just in case we get that jettison card. We can get rid of some M30 El Cheapos and not the incendiaries, which I'm counting on for helping out. Oh, he's got too many. That's not going to work. No, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, that's not going to work. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4. Return that to magazine. 5, 6, 7, 8, yes. So it's not going to matter at this point. If we have to, we lose an incendiary over there. That way we go, that's more like it. 3, 6, 10, 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Both have a range of 8 or more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got the range to do it. We're ready to go. We have the H2X radar, which does not make a difference in this one because the weather is clear, so we will have a +1 response when we roll for Luftwaffe response. Alright, purchase equipment, place commander tactics. He gets a suppress, and he gets none. But he does get extra range, which is why I want him on this mission, because he can stick with us a couple extra spots. He can go 4 hexes, so he can go actually 6 now. He can go 3 out. He can go all the way up to almost the target with us. So Zemke's good to have around. Set up the target 1 and 18. We'll get our flight path, and let's just go 1, 2, 3. And I think I made that flippable. Yes, escort returns right there. So, okay. Roll for Luftwaffe response, remembering we have a +1. And down here we have Luftwaffe response +2. So we add 3 to our Luftwaffe response roll. So adding 3, we roll a 1, 4. That's a poor response. Very nice. That means we're going to get absolutely no resistance on this. So that being said, we draw target bound event card. Germans are adapting. Remove any tactics counters from 2 random groups. Well, I only have 2 groups with leaders, and only 1 has tactics, so we will delete that. Discard that. Moves mission counter towards target. We don't have to perform formation checks. We don't have to do Luftwaffe interception because none's going to happen. We don't have to do any resolving bandits. We don't have to do anything until the fighter returns to base right here. So we're just going to go straight to the target. I'm going to take our fighter and send him back home. Thank him very much for his being there in case needed. Job well done. And that being said, we will go to the mission over target resolution. Add previous damage. There is none. Resolve target flak attacks. This will be fun. We get a +1 air to ground on this. We have a 0 flak modifier. And they get 2 rolls. So first into the fray is Hog Wild, and he has a durability of 1, so we get 2 die roll, but we subtract 1 from each, and he has flak defense -2, so we roll -3. That's 2 and a 1, they're 2 misses. He brings up his goodies and says bombs away. Open them up and let them fly, guys. We're going to start from right to left. He has a +0. There's a +1 on the target, and we also have +1 for our weather in zone 2. So +1 +2, and we're going to drop the incendiary first, and a 1. That incendiary misses. We got +2. We're going to drop that. 4, 5, 6. That's 2 hits. Turn that to magazine. Alright, M34. We're going to drop that. We're adding 2. 9, 10, 11. 4 hits. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Mark 44, we're adding 2. 10. Wow. 3 more hits. And with 1 bomber, true, it's my main man, the one I expected to put the most damage on. We have just dropped 9 freaking damage on that factory. That's not a bad haul. Oh, you know what? It wouldn't have mattered. I forgot we had our diversion. That's why I got to make that piece. That should have been a -2 on the bandit response, but fortunately we rolled low enough that it wasn't good anyway. So the 499th gets 9. Well, it's all on the death dealers in the 93rd to make it happen now. They have no durability, and they have no leaders, so they're rolling straight up on the 2 dice for flak. 7 and a 10, whole different story this time. That is 5 damage, and he is shaken. And he will drive. That's 15 planes just got shot out of the air. So that's going to affect his accuracy by -1 now, because he's a -1. We got a +1 for the weather, +1 for the target, -1 for him. That is a +1. So let's roll for the incendiary first. That's a 10. We got an incendiary hit. Alright, the M30 adding 1. 3, 4, that's a miss. And the M34 adding 1. 10, 11, that's 4 hits. Did it again. 3, 4. Alright, that's 12. 9, 4 hits. He got 9, that's 13. He should have 13 hits. That puts us on heavy damage. Perform bombing attack. We're all done that. Draw homeward bound. And actually, we need to find out if the incendiary, now the attack is over, moves us up or not. So we're going to roll looking for a 7. If we get a 7, that target is destroyed. And we get a 7. Yes! That target is destroyed. The incendiary did its job. Main target out of the way. Very nice. Homeward bound event card. Experienced Luftwaffe pilots. All bandits attack with a +2 air-to-air modifier. Not going to matter because we're not going to see any of them. And he got 4 and an incendiary. I need to put that down there. 4 I. Let me put a space in there so I know that's an I. There we go. And if it wasn't for that incendiary, we would not be over the top. So both of his bombers came through in a big kind of way. All right. Move mission counter towards UK base, and we're just going to go all the way to base because there's nothing that the Luftwaffe can do about it. I think I jumped the gun. I'm supposed to do final target damage status when we get home after the homeward bound event card, because I think that makes a difference on some of them if the target's destroyed. So anyway, he's in base. These guys can get put away. Let's keep them spread apart so I can see them. And he can go away. This goes back over here. Actually, I think I might have a return to deck now. Alright, and target final damage is destroyed. So that is reset all damage. We got to get rid of him. Z. Alright, that's the 5 supply to come out. Return to deck. And he's worth 5 experience points. And we used up all 10 of our points there. He's worth 5. That's 9 victory points right off the bat, and we are looking good. Now it's target 1, return to deck. So we knocked 2 targets out right off the bat. Very nice. And that was the hardest target. Now we can start concentrating on getting some other guys some, and we took no damage doing it, thanks to that open corridor right there. The other target is still only something that these 2 bombers can manage. So these guys are all home. Oh, plus we get the DUC. Return to deck, and the DUC goes to Hog Wild. So let's go read DUC, just so I don't do anything wrong. You say identify groups that have earned the distinguished unit citation. The group gets +5 experience points. If the target is destroyed, award a distinguished unit citation to the lead bomber group. The group also gets +5 XP. Yep, that's all there is to it. So we will get to keep that with them. So in our checklist, we record victory points and experience points. The experience points, everybody on the mission gets 2, but the 499th gets 7 because the DUC, and I will put DUC next to them. And the 93rd gets 2, and the 3, that's the 56 fighter group gets 2. And all of a sudden, just like that, the 499th is 1 point away from promotion. Wigglesworth is our, as is Bridle. They are a wing commander, so they don't stay on a specific bomber. Let's see if we can move that DUC up there. There we go. Alright, so Death Dealer is the only one that took damage, and he took quite a bit of it. That made him shaken. So that group, that bomber group there, is going to have to take a local target next turn, and I'm going to put 5 damage under him just so I know. Good news is he has that little thing called replenishment on him, so that one's going to come off at the end of the week. One of them is anyway. Alright, record group status, promotions, none. Unit factory, we've done that. Update supply, we did that. Put a build factory counter at the end of the month, but we don't have a end of the month sequence, so there will be no factory to take its place. End of the week, perform a target repair rolls, none needed. Add replenishment to rusty groups. We're going to replenish him by 1, decrease that damage because he's got the replenishment 1. Alright, advanced week marker, And that, my friends, is the end of week one, and I want to thank you all for joining me. Sorry if I got anything wrong, but very enjoyable day, and day one wasn't that horrible at all. We actually had two very successful missions and got 9 points right off the bat. And in this campaign, 9 points already puts us up to poor, and we only need 24 to get a great. How long do you think that's going to hold out? We got some extremely lucky die rolls in that one, including the lucky +3 damage to target card. I think that's the first time I got that card when it actually managed to do something. So, very good day. Thanks for all for joining, and hope to see you around.